The first thing Queen Zyra of the Vethrani Dominion said to me was, "I do not like you, human." Her voice echoed through the throne chamber, amplified by crystalline arches that bent sound the way gravity bent light. Every noble presence stiffened. A dozen guards tightened their grip on weapons that could vaporize a starfighter. I, unfortunately, smiled. "Then why," I asked calmly, "are your facial crests turning pink?" The room froze. Vethrani physiology wasn't something most species understood, but humans had a habit of noticing details others dismissed. The faint color shift along the queen's temples was subtle, but unmistakable. Gasps rippled through the chamber. Queen Zyra rose from her throne in one fluid motion, towering over me, her mantle flaring in what I'd been told was a sign of restrained fury. "You dare mock me?" she demanded. "I dare observe," I replied. Diplomat Marcus Hale. Earth Coalition. That was how my assignment began. Humans had been invited, barely, to the Vethrani homeworld after decades of tense neutrality. The Dominion was ancient, proud, and famously cold. Their queen ruled not through bloodline alone, but through something called resonance, a bioempathic authority that compelled loyalty. Except it didn't work on humans. That fact alone made us dangerous. And apparently interesting. Middle. Queen Zyra made no effort to hide her disdain. She interrupted my speeches, challenged my data, and publicly questioned why humans believed they deserved a seat at galactic councils. "You are loud," she said during our second audience. "Emotionally inefficient. Reckless. Efficient at surviving," I countered. Her eyes lingered on me longer than necessary. The nobles noticed. So did I. Behind closed doors, the tone shifted. "You unsettle my court," Zyra said during a private negotiation session. "You look at me as if I am equal." "That's usually how diplomacy works," I said. "No," she replied sharply. "Others look at me with fear. Or reverence. You look at me like a problem you're trying to solve." "I solve problems for a living." Her crests flushed again. She turned away quickly. Vethrani biology tied emotional regulation directly to color response, something their culture considered deeply private. For a queen to display it publicly was unprecedented. Whispers spread through the palace. Some claimed the queen was testing me. Others claimed I was insulting her deliberately. A few feared something worse. During the third week, an assassination attempt shattered the illusion of civility. Energy fire erupted during a trade summit, aimed not at me, but at Zyra. I moved without thinking. Humans did that. I tackled her from the dais, just as the blast scorched the air where her throne had been. We hit the floor hard, my arms instinctively shielding her. Guards swarmed. The assassin was vaporized. For a long moment, the queen remained pressed against me, her breathing rapid, her crests glowing a deep, unmistakable violet. "You saved me," she said quietly. "Part of the job," I replied, heart pounding. She didn't move away immediately. The next day, rumors exploded across the Dominion. The queen had been touched by a human. That alone was scandal enough. But worse, she had allowed it. Middle, deeper conflict. The Vethrani Council convened an emergency session. They argued that humans were destabilizing the queen's resonance, that her emotional displays weakened her authority, that allowing me to remain was a risk to the Dominion itself. Zyra summoned me that night. "I meant it when I said I do not like you," she said, pacing her chambers. "You've mentioned. You disrupt me. You challenge me. You refuse to fear me. I respect you," I said. "Fear's overrated." She stopped, turning to face me. "You make me feel seen," she said slowly. "And that terrifies my people." There it was. The truth beneath the bluster. The queen wasn't blushing because she liked me. She was blushing because humans bypassed the emotional barriers her species relied on. Resonance didn't work on us, but empathy did. You don't hate me, I said gently. You hate that I'm not controlled by what controls everyone else. Her crest shimmered, colors cycling rapidly. I should exile you, she said. You could, I replied, but you won't. Why? Because the moment I saved you, the Dominion saw something impossible, I said. A queen who didn't command loyalty but inspired it. Silence filled the chamber. The next day, the council attempted a vote to remove her. They failed. The people supported her, because for the first time, their queen was real. Ending. Human-Vethrani relations changed overnight. Queen Zyra abolished several ancient protocols, opening her court to transparency. She redefined resonance, not as control, but connection. And she kept me at her side, officially as an advisor, unofficially as something far more complicated. You still claim you don't like me? I said once, months later, as we watched twin suns set over the capital. I dislike many things, she replied calmly. Aha. But, she added, crests warming softly, you are tolerable. I laughed. Across the galaxy, analysts struggled to explain it. How humans had influenced one of the most rigid empires without force, without conquest. The answer was simple. We didn't bow. We didn't dominate. We noticed. And sometimes we asked the one question no one else dared to. If you hate me so much, why are you blushing?